You see the Bevils, know it's all God. Blended and better. Family first.
Always put God first and family over everything. You living for your first, I'm out here living for my last name. The Bevils. Opposites attract, man. The first episode. How you feeling, babe?
I'm feeling good. How
You nervous?
Feeling? A little bit. You know I like
A little bit, man. Hey, unfortunately, our boy Carlos couldn't make it. You know, he out handling business as he always do, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep this thing rolling. We ain't gonna stop the show for nobody. But yeah, it's up and it's stuck there, man. Ain't no turning back now.
Ain't no turning back.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling real good.
You good?
Happy to finally bring
Hey,
this to the people.
I need everybody who on here, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please, man. We trying to go up, not down, up. You hear me? For sure.
Much.
So, what up, babe?
Nothing. Denise, bring it to us.
How you coming?
So, y'all tell us a little bit more about your love story and how God brought y'all together.
What's your story? Because my story different. I remember like yesterday, too.
Don't get to lie.
What? We was at Gary.
Hey,
look, we was at Gary, Indiana, right? I was performing. If y'all don't know, I do music. You know, that was my first love, my passion. So I was doing a show. And you know, Jerry always on her HR management stuff. So she had an artist, my sis, Keish. Shout out to Keish, you know what I'm saying? She was managing her.
And then what?
Then I sent the show up. You know, we went first. You know, I sent it up. I sent it to the moon. Jerry tried to come in and turn it up, though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. She got her artist on the playlist before the show even started. Like the DJ was playing her stuff. What's his name? DJ K Caesar. He be on WGCI. DJ K Caesar.
Yeah.
So he played her little song and stuff. But you know.
Not a little song, because there was a couple of them. They had the whole disc.
No, they did. She did.
Right.
That's my sis. She go hard too. Look her up, man. Keish, you feel me? But again, we was at Gary, Indiana. You know what happened too. So I did my show and I turped it out. I turped it up. You feel me? And then, you know, she was in the crowd. She was looking like, dang, shorty wrong. Like, he really doing that.
This is live. This is live.
So basically, you know, what they call her, I call her a groupie, but you know.
No, I was not a groupie.
She's a groupie. She was in the crowd like, ah.
Who you thought she was? Lil Bow Wow? No.
No, Bow Wow wasn't even popping at the time.
I was not no groupie.
I actually, all right, whatever you say.
Yeah, whatever.
So what's your story? How it happened?
I seen you. No, you seen me.
Oh.
No.
You hear what I said? You get it? She seen me.
No, you seen me.
You seen me first, though.
No.
All right.
You seen me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came up to me. You was talking to me. I instantly shut them down, told them, look, I don't have no time to play. I go to school, I work, I got a kid, and I don't got time to be playing with nobody.
And what I tell you?
And I don't care.
Who is you talking to, shorty? What's wrong with you? She talking about I got a kid. I'm like, I got a daughter too. What? I'm confused.
Yeah.
What we talking about here?
And I don't care. And then after that, you were
Then
my
what?
group.
Then what?
You were my group.
Where that number go?
You stayed on my phone. Stay calm.
How did I get on your phone?
I don't know.
You gave me that
Nothing
number.
but God.
She gave me that number. You hear me?
Instantly, same day, same night. We ain't leave there until
What time?
I don't know 1.
Yeah. And then I called you the same night.
On the way in the car.
Did you call me or I called you?
You called me.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I answered.
You answered the phone?
Yeah.
How long you tried to stay on the phone?
No, how long you stay on the phone? So like I was asleep because I remember I was going to sleep. So it was like
Why? 'Cause you
I
had to
drove
work?
all the way from Gary, Indiana,
To where?
all the way back here to Gurney.
I didn't even know what this was. I didn't even know
What Lake County was?
what Lake County was.
But
All
you
I knew
still
was
here.
Six Flags Great America.
You still here. So that's you still here.
All right, if that's what she say, I know what happened.
And
She
then what
was-
happened after that?
She was on my heels.
After
On
that?
my heels. She like, yeah, you a good dude. You know, she saying,
No, I did not.
she saying I was taking care of my daughter. Am I lying?
And what?
You ain't
For
know-
sure. Okay. That's
Yeah,
sure.
and I was a solid dude. You know, she was calling me all the time.
And then what else? What you gonna say? And then what happened? Because it's a lot in between there too.
And I don't know what happened, but you was on my line. I know that.
No, you were on my line.
And what
And I
happened?
used to be cutting you off all the time.
Why? She was cheating on me, y'all.
No, I wasn't cheating on you.
So was you? I got a question.
What?
Was you my girlfriend?
When?
You tell me.
Yeah, I was.
You was my girlfriend.
Yes. When? At what
That
point?
is crazy, huh?
At what point?
In the beginning.
Not the beginning, but like the middle beginning.
What's the middle beginning? What happened?
But then I left you alone. I ain't gonna lie. I left you alone. I
Why?
said
Why though?
I went to say that I was gonna make my family work.
She was gonna make her family work, and I was like, okay.
That's true.
I was just like, okay. That was cool with me.
But I had my reasoning though. Like I didn't want a broken home. I wanted to do things the right way.
So was I single?
Well,
I was single. So I ain't break no homes.
oh no, I'm not gonna agree with that.
Why? Because what happened?
What do you mean you didn't?
So
break
she gonna say, I ain't gonna even lie. So I did lie in the beginning, right? Because you know,
right. All right, tell us
she want my girl though. Like, so with her knowing that I do shows and stuff, I told her I gotta go out of town for a show.
Oh, you talking about that time? That was a real lie. Do you really want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about
Oh yeah,
it.
that is exactly when I cut you off. Like, yeah, I'm not about to play. He said
She
he
cut
was
me
sick.
off, but she called me private.
So let's get into it. So what happened? So you went out of town.
I went out of town. So look, my daughter's mom, my first child, Promise. Everybody know Promise. So yeah, she had moved to Iowa, you know, and you know she was calling like she need help with my daughter. I always been a good father.
But anybody real is not gonna be mad at that. If you went to go help and step in where you needed to, and you could,
I
you
just
needed
felt
to.
like she wasn't my girlfriend, and I ain't had to tell her all that.
Okay.
I ain't had to tell her all that, but she was stalking me.
I was
And
not
she fit-
talking. How I found out?
Cause you stalked me.
How? You a lie.
How did you find out then?
I don't remember how. Oh, I do know how I found
How?
out.
Tell me.
Oh.
Tell the people.
No.
No. Go on.
Jerry, we
How I found
Hey,
out
we
from
transparent.
Facebook. Okay, I found out from Facebook.
Stalking.
I found out from Facebook.
Off who page, not off mine.
You was tagged in it, so that's your page.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's how I found
And
out.
then you what? You was calling me?
Nah, why would I?
Down.
Why would I call and I know you was that?
But you did call though.
I don't remember that.
I talked to you in Iowa because you was like, why would you lie to me and say you out of town? I'm like, whoa. You was serious off the get-go. I didn't even know what to do. I was like, look, sweetheart, look, I
Yeah,
don't know.
because why would you lie about that? Anybody that's real, if they not your girlfriend and you take
I mean,
it,
I
that's
was
a
young. I
priority.
was young. And like I say,
Kids come first.
I'm a mister. Don't ask, don't tell. If you don't ask the right question, I'm not going to tell you the right answer.
Full of it.
All right, but you still here.
That's true, because in the end, it's good. The end of
We
it.
ain't at the end.
Well, not the end, but the middle, wherever you at, wherever we sitting at right now, in God's greatness.
The beginning.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
In God's greatness.
Let's talk about it, though. Let me tell you how she used to do me, though. But I'm so smooth and cool. She used to call me like, yeah, I'm about to go on a date.
I was testing you.
Failed epically. I'm about to go on a date. With who? I mean, all right. Like, I was like, okay. This when I was in my madness, for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was out thugging. I was thugging for real. She like, yeah, I'm going on a date. I'm like, cool. I used to hit her with just call me when you done. She didn't know how to respond to that.
I didn't know how to respond to that.
She didn't know how to respond to that.
Because,
just call me when you done. I mean, have a good time, be safe, call me when you done.
That's, what do I say? I did used to do that, but that was after you was playing for a while. But I give it to you, I did play you a little bit. It's gonna be first time on camera, a little bit.
Whoa.
Cause I kept cutting you off.
The first step to recovery is admitting.
I am not in recovery.
First step to recovery is admitting when you're wrong, sweetheart.
Okay.
But all right, so look, I got a question.
What?
When did we officially start dating?
Let me count.
Go ahead, count.
Let me count. What year is this?
So when we met each other, Maya and Promise was both 2.
Turning 2.
Turning 2, they was
Maya
1.
wasn't 2, yeah.
Right, Promise was 2.
Promise has to be 2.
Promise
Maya
was 2.
Turning 2.
Because Promise birthday in January, Maya birthday in
Maya
October.
birthday in October.
So Promise was 2 and Maya was 1. So we've been knowing each other for a long time.
Yeah, correct.
So
yeah, so I mean, we've been together for 15 years.
wow, that's
from the beginning.
That's diabolical.
The Bevils for 15.
So you've been to Bevel since the beginning?
Not only been a Bevel since 2016, but what you mean? Do you not believe me? Do you not? Is that not true?
I don't know. I can't really say. Because I don't know. So she lived out here and I lived in Chicago. Let's get this straight.
Let me save you on that one.
Oh, okay. Save me.
So you already talked about being a blended family and coming together with young children. So what was it like when opposites truly attract?
In the beginning?
In the beginning. So navigating differences and your personalities, perspectives. What was it like y'all coming together?
It was definitely different. Something new, like just getting to know Laco and family dynamics and things different, like those different walks of life crossing. Like always respectful, always helpful. Even when I did like one thing, like shy away and figure it out, like he always checked in, like, how's Maya? Even if you don't want to talk to me, like, oh, how the baby? She cool? She need anything? And I was like, dang, I'll cut him off. Like, he always stepped. But the differences, man, I had so many different things take place in my life, from school to navigating the breakup with my daughter's father. The one thing that really made me like, dang, he a good dude, my cousin was missing. And I needed to go to Chicago when we was looking for him. Like, we was handing out signs, and I called him. He like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm headed to the city. My cousin missing. We about to hand out signs. And he was just there. Like, all right, come on.
I was just
He was a stalker.
Wow.
He was a stalker.
I was living in the city.
But he was like, y'all, all ladies going to look for him. Like, I got
It was
y'all.
all women. It's dangerous in the city.
It was. But through the differences, like...
Mind you, they was looking for him at Robbins.
Yep, we were.
Robbins bussing. Like, if you know Chicago or you know Illinois, like, you know Robbins bussing. Like, y'all talking about y'all for the ride through here. We was pulling up places, marks, was all in the car like, what's up?
But he stayed solid. Like, even during the differences, like, he was always gentle with me. Like, what I like, it was no riffraff with me or around me. I'm not gonna say like, it was just like, I don't know, you got too much going on. Like, you could go on, because don't mess your life up for me. Like, I got stuff going on. And
That was me. Oh, man, I was still outside. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all,
don't mess your life up for me. But in those differences, I'm like, well, what you want to do? Like, how you want to navigate things? And just going and breaking down those barriers and the different things that had taken place in his life. I think right when we had started dealing with each other, shortly after his father had passed away, it was just a lot of those crucial moments where we was there. Crucial moments in my life, crucial moments in his life, and we were able to, we was friends before anything, and we were able to get through all of it. We had the tough times.
You heard the key word? Friends. She gonna say we was dating.
We was dating. We was dating friends. Don't do that.
Okay. That's what you say. We was dating friends.
Safe to say you the good girl and he was the bad guy?
Absolutely.
I mean, okay, so let's talk about it a little bit.
Man, what's a story without a bad guy, man? It don't even exist, do it? Like, and I ain't gonna be talking about like a bad guy, but like, I was a handful to deal with me for sure. Like,
and I'm not gonna say bad guy like totally. Just, I don't know what it. Not fully, but it was like in and out, like not like no killer or nothing like that. But
by the time she met me, I was calming down though. Like, I was into my transitioning stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was calming down. We had just got into it with a gang chief out west.
oh, his cousin went
My
to jail.
cousin got locked up. It was busting for real. Like, right before that, like it was going down. Like, real street activities was going on.
But that would have been well before.
Well before, but like that's what I'm saying.
05.
When she met me, that's when like me and my homie who I was with at the show, he was with me in the streets and stuff. Like, that's when we transitioned into, like, I always did music, but that's when we transitioned and got our own studio, started booking our own shows, he was our producer, everything. We just started doing that. So, like, to
Shout
stay
out
out
to
of
my brother. He been there since day
my
one.
boy Shotty, you feel me? Like, that's my right-hand man for sure. And that's how we started, navigating the streets like that. Like, we just gonna go ahead and do the music. Like, and then even to this day, you know what I'm saying? On the block where we got into it with, like, the chief, mutual respect, you know what I'm saying? Like, he throw block parties, and he used to always call us, like, even though after all the stuff that had went on, because we grew up under him, like, so it's like, it was just a misunderstanding, stuff went left. So he used to call us for shows too and stuff, like, man, y'all want to pull up and do this show, and woo, woo, woo. We did that, so.
Yeah, but totally, I've said total different trains of thoughts, and I'm not gonna lie, even today we still have different trains of thoughts, but
For sure.
having different trains of thought with somebody, it's not always a bad thing because we learned that we balance each other out. When I came around, they like, yo, girl, she don't do nothing. Like, she just a good girl. Like,
And they was so confused. They like, Loco, what you on, man? Like, who is Shorty? She in the quarter with this joint blowing, drinking, it's going down. Like, everything happening.
And I'm not even gonna say that like it's not too many environments. Like, you ain't never taken me in no environments or nothing like that.
You gotta keep that separate. I keep outside in my life, my home separate. You know what I'm saying? You got to though. Like, people be mixing that thing. Especially since she didn't grow up with us, so it's different. Like, if you got a girlfriend that grew up with y'all, that's different. She gonna be in the mix too, cause these her same friends, same everything. So, like, since these not your friends like that, I introduce you to them differently.
But then even that, everybody still respected me. Like, my mother-in-law, that's my lady from the beginning. When I first came around, I was in nursing school. I had just graduated nursing school. If nobody knows, I had like a million professions, but I became a single mom. It was hard to navigate. My father was working. All my family is in Chicago. And it's like, I'm not working no third shift and leaving my baby nowhere. Like, that was not happening. So I transitioned into medical in the office, and I kind of went from there and transitioned. So, like, my mother-in-law, rest in peace, Auntie Tracy, the family, everybody loved me. Like, regardless of what he was doing, top notch, still number one.
Wow, it was wild. They used to be like, where that nurse girl at? I don't know, man. Yeah, that's what they used to call her, the nurse girl. Where that nurse girl at?
And what they used to be doing? Snitching on you.
Not in the beginning. It took a minute for them to start snitching on me, though. When they see she was all in, they like, yeah, she a good one. You gonna lose her. Like, it took a minute, though. Like, they just want snitch. Don't do that. They want just snitching on me.
Not at what point?
75th at the end.
What year was that?
The end. The end
2012?
of me. The end of me living in Chicago.
Yeah. Because you've been out here since what, 2012?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
it
guess
was
so.
back and forth.
It was back and forth.
It was a little bit back and forth, but since 2012, when it was like, we had them deep conversations, like, what you gonna do? Like, what we gonna do? I'm like, I ain't about to play with you no more. What's happening? You ain't gonna guilt trip me until I keep on.
Because she used to blow me, though, like, for real. Like, you know, I'm transparent on 100. Like, I was living with my mama. I was cool. Like, I be living with my mama. And she always had her own place, everything. But she always had morals, though. Like, that's what I could respect. Like, I mess with different girls. Like, they'll bring you around their kids. She wasn't for none. She like, oh, y'all, you can't come to my crib. Like, my daughter here. Like, all right. Yeah, I'm cool. That's cool with me. Like, yeah. But that's what she was on, though. Like, nah, you can't come to my crib. My daughter here, like, only time I can come to her crib is, like, when her daughter ain't there or something. Yeah, like, she had standards. So, you know, that was different for me because, you know, I'm coming out. Any girl, they don't care. They trying to put their baby to sleep. Hey, go in the room, other room. Kid, they trying to lay the baby down, man. Go ahead, go down. But, yeah, she wasn't for none, though. So, like, she always had a good head on her shoulder for sure. And
you mentioned that you like to keep your stuff separate. With y'all doing this, what made y'all want to, like, let the world into y'all home, into the Bevils, the life? Like, what made y'all want to do this?
Well, I say that was older because it ain't really nothing that we keep separate now because we in a community, he coaching, I'm working here, I'm doing there. Like, that's old. But in the beginning, it was definitely that way. Like, we in church together. And then even just being young and getting married at, what was it, 27, 28 years old.
I was just talking to my homie Lee about that, though. I swear I was. I'm like, bro, I've been messing with her for a long. He like, dang, y'all been together. He married too, though. He like, man, y'all been messing around for a long time, for sure.
Yeah, getting married at 27, seeing that it's like eyes on us, both not coming from, like, I come from a good family, but I'm a product of 2 divorces. And for marriage not to be painted in the best light, like there's not a such thing as like black love, real love, without the cheating, without the stepping out, without the Facebook, without all those things. And it's like, when you call to be an example, sometimes you just got to do it. Like, the mantle was thrown there for our families, like we are the go-tos for both sides of our families, and it's just to display something different for our peers, for our friends, for our family, for our kids. That don't mean we perfect. The Bevils are not perfect.
Definitely not perfect, T. But that's what people get misconstrued is, like, me and my wife be into it, for sure. Like, my sister probably watching this right now. My sister Jaquan probably watching. She know. Like, she know everything. Hey,
absolutely.
We be into it. Like, it go down, for real.
Yeah,
like,
she'll be like, leave my brother alone.
Like, it go down.
But I appreciate the people that we do have in our life that honestly let us know, like, Jerry, you wrong. My daddy, he'll ask him, what you do to my son? Or,
hey,
something.
She low-key be hating on me in Pop's relationship, for sure.
But the same thing, we have the people in our life that hold us accountable, that we able to go through.
I got street homies who be like, man, I'm trying to be like you, gang. And then I be like, man, I'm leaving her. They be like, nah, no you ain't, we gonna whoop you. They like, folks, nah, you can't, gang, we gonna whoop you. Like, my homies, like, I don't got friends for real. Like the people I got close to me, they brothers. Like, I don't do, like, friends for real. Like, we become family for real. So, like, my brothers and them, they call my wife for advice. They call, like, you know, some dudes be skeptical, like, man, don't be calling my girl or my wife. Like, I ain't worried. Like, they stand on that's my sister for real. They gonna pull up for her. I don't even gotta be around. She call them, they coming. What you need,
That's
sis?
for sure.
No, that's for sure though. Like, and just like vice versa though with her people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they call me, I'm coming. Like, we don't be worried about that. Like, oh, they trying to backdoor me and sleep with my girl or sleep with my husband. Nah, like we real family around this joint.
And that's a lot of respect. You don't see I see a lot of marriages, but people get married for the wrong reasons. Like, you are a wife when you are found. I act like a wife from day one. Like, I know my value. You are a wife when you are found. Nobody makes you a wife. It wasn't just about the dress. I say to myself too, when I got married,
She said this all the time.
I was more happy for my husband than I was for myself because everybody doubted him so much. Just coming around, sometimes when people like, I'm not saying he thought low of himself, but the people around, like, the expectation was not for him. Like, we didn't think you were going to be what you are. We didn't think you were going to be a homeowner. We didn't think you were going to be
They
this.
ain't think nothing. I don't even care. But I'm big on, I don't care what you think anyway. I always knew I was going to be something. I ain't know what it was going to be. But I was going to be something. I wasn't going to be no anybody around this joint, though, for sure. But
When we started having real conversations about what you gonna do, he started going to school. He was going to school. He was getting straight A's. I got pregnant. I lost twins in July 2013. 2014, I had my son. Well, he'll say I was crying the whole pregnancy because it's like, Dig, I don't want to go back to my.
man, look, she got pregnant and was acting like I raped her. You would have thought I raped her. I was like, come on, hold on, wait. She, oh my God, bro, what's wrong with you? Is you cool? I'm like, you running around this joint like I messed up. Like, I didn't take it from you. You gave it to me.
I was really like, my thing was, oh my God, I got to tell my mama and my daddy and my family I'm pregnant again. I got to tell my pastor, I got to go back to church. I got to get my baby christened. And it's like, I know better. Like, I've been through this. And it was so crazy. I had my pregnancy when my son was rough because I lost twins. But I had my son. I was so scared. Like, I knew I wanted to be married the next time I had a baby. I wish I was married the first time I had a baby, but...
Did you really? I'm just
sorry.
asking you. I'm just asking.
I said I was... Okay, no. All right.
You sure?
Not here. Okay, no, I didn't.
I just playing.
But just going back, like, church was my place. Like, I'm a prayer girl. Like, I'm the only one... 21 years old, in a prayer, me and the old ladies. Like, I'm going to prayer.
She love her some old people, bro. I swear to God. Them her real friends, for real. Don't let her trick y'all. Y'all young. Oh, grandmas. Like, them her homies, for sure. My grandma call her every day. Like, the grandma.
The grandma.
Yes. The one with the little, under the, yeah, them.
Boy, don't do that.
I'm just saying. Hey, them her G's for sure. Like, they call her all day. She be on the phone. You coming? Who you on the phone with? Grandma. Like, oh, you never having no conversation with grandma.
Yes, I do be having a conversation with grandma. But just going back to church and stuff like that, it probably was shame for me. But it's like, oh my God, I messed up. My grandma got 7 boys with the same man, my granddaddy. My mom only had me. My dad only had me. So it's like, this can't be real. Like, oh my God, like, I'm messing up. Like, I'm a disappointment. That was my own self-criticism. But even going to church, like, my husband didn't go to church like that. He would go, like, he wasn't against God.
But see, that's when opposites attract, though. Like,
he would fall into prayer. He know I like to go to prayer on Wednesdays. He'd get off work early, they'll let him off. I look at the back door. He right there. He walking in the church.
I never been afraid of church, though. Like, I don't be knowing what, you know what I'm saying? I always believed in God. So, I go to church with my mama. Like, was I going to church every Sunday? No, I didn't grow up in no church home, none of that. My mama barely went to church. She started going to church, found the church home. My grandma don't go to church. Like, she just started going to church at 80. Like,
do not play with my grandma.
I'm just being real. But God has always been in the home. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't think my family was big on like you gotta be in church to believe.
But I agree. Like even for me, like my mama's family grew up Catholic. My grandma turned Jehovah's Witness when I was 10. So me finding God and becoming a Christian like how I am now.
She was a Muslim, a Jehovah's Witness, Catholic. She said she studied Muslim in college.
No, I sat down with the Mormons. You got it wrong.
Which one of them? It wasn't Christian.
I sat down with the Mormons at church to learn about them. I've learned about Yahweh. I'm just a fact finder to find my own way.
Oh, snap. Snap.
Come on, Bella.
Here she come. No, she had to make her debut.
Come on, baby. Yeah, I know Bella got to get in the, get on the screen.
She tried to stay cool.
Yeah, she did try to stay cool for a while. But but going back to it, going to church, my pastor found out I was pregnant. He bishoped down. I got my son Kristen, and he asked how many kids you got? So what you gonna do? And he like, yeah, you gotta do. He like, yeah, I'm gonna do right. And that was the thing when I said, yeah, it get deep after that. He was definitely going strong. At that point, he was working, and I would never forget like when my dad had gave like approval of my husband. Like I'm a daddy's girl. We moved.
You know, they're not a fan of this dog, I see.
Who don't like Bella? It's Jaquan. It's Jaquan, right?
For sure.
Do not play with her.
That's my sister. She low-key love Bella for sure.
Oh my God, until it got to acting crazy.
Yeah.
So you got a question in the comments from some of your viewers of how long did it take to be his girlfriend?
Oh, shake a leg.
I don't know, you answer the question, because
You tell me, because you swear to God, our dates is wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Our dates are different, opposites.
Opposite attract, because of my date.
I don't know.
You became my girlfriend.
2012?
Yep.
2011? 2012.
2013.
Whatever you want to say. So, okay, if I became your girlfriend in 2013, you proposed to me in 2015 and married me in 2016, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You moved kind of fast, my boy, but okay.
But I've been dealing.
A lot of, people got different dates and time frames, right? Men be, y'all be trying to play us and the ladies be, So
and
when you say 2012, what made you feel like
girls be delusional.
Girls are different.
They be delusional. Y'all be delusional. Delulu. For sure. Like.
No.
See, I can't get it. I don't want to give y'all too much on this first episode, but then to talk about the girlfriend thing, we got to talk about another situation.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't want to give too much on the first episode, though.
No.
That would be episode 2, faith and marriage.
Yeah.
Talk about that
That's definitely a good faith in marriage.
You think that's faith in marriage? No, because we weren't married.
We weren't married, but that's faith for sure, and that's how we led to marriage.
We stopped it. Oh.
Yeah. Think about it. Did we really?
No, you would have. Okay, so I say 2012. You right. Absolutely right. He was not my man in 2012. And I was trying to figure out, no, we got to get into that now.
No, we can't. We can't.
You had a baby on me.
Did I really?
In 2012.
Was you my girlfriend?
Yes.
I said you became my girlfriend in 2013.
Gotta clear it up for the community.
Nope, I'm going back. My answer wavers. It goes back and forth.
Bella, you out?
But no, I don't think we have to go and do that on another episode because we kind of gonna go on. But in the beginning, we definitely been through the trials. Like 2013, Locko had a baby.
So how?
How did you have a baby?
How was she my girlfriend?
We don't even want to get into how I found out.
I told you.
No, and I do respect. Okay. All right.
We don't get no credit.
No, you do get credit for that.
I told you.
Because I went to make my family work. When I came back after a couple of months, then you was like, I got something to tell you. And then when you said, I said, what, you got a baby on the way? You said, no, just call me when you get home. That's what he said. But I do respect him for that because he did try to tell me, but it was like one of them things like, oh, if I tell you this.
That's because I felt like she was a good girl and she deserved to know. Like, I ain't trying to play you because that's what I be saying. Girls be lying, bro. Like, guys be telling the truth, too.
No,
hey, fellas, I'm going to stand up for us. We do not be lying. They be delusional for sure.
Who don't be lying?
Men.
No, you lied before.
Well, we all lie, but I'm just saying, like,
You-
it be about, like,
You used to be lying a lot.
about what?
A lot.
Tell me something.
I'm not even gonna give groupies,
Like-
real groupies, credit. But this is about the
for
Bevils.
real, I don't be lying, though. Like, so I'm big on if you ask me a question, if you ask me the question, I'm going to answer that question. Now, the answer you want may not be.
Well, I don't know. You was lying to them. I don't think you was lying to me.
Oh.
Because
Oh.
me and my kids, and when I say my kids, I mean all my kids,
For sure.
we was cool.
For sure.
We was secure. They was looking for you. We knew exactly where you was at.
Where I was at? In Gurney?
We know. Hey, sister, if you on there, where he was at? Because where my sister was at.
Hey, sister. Hey, don't do too much. Don't do too much.
Hey,
Comments.
clock it.
Hey,
Clock it,
my sister Ingrid on here.
Clock it.
That's my west side. That's my sister for
'Cause we
sure.
knew that
She
was
say
that.
not girls be delusional. Am I lying though? Am I lying? Hey.
No. And I'm going to say one time.
So look, now we got to keep it real. So girls don't be delusional. Hey, Ingrid, I'm glad you on here, sis. I'm glad you on here, sis, right? I don't be lying. So you know who Keita is, right?
Why you cannot be saying people's name on here?
yeah, whatever. You know who she is, right? So
What?
why?
Do not do that.
I'm doing that.
No.
Look, no disrespect though. Keita cool. She cool. But she lied though at the same time.
Okay, so we got.
She jumped in her inbox.
No.
'Cause they went to college together. Talk about, oh, him, that was my boo. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Don't do that no more. Do not say nobody else.
Waukegan.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was getting picked up.
No.
I was definitely not on no train.
Hey, Ma. I
Stop
see
the
my
cap.
mom out here.
Hey, Ma. That's my mama-in-law. Hey, Cap. Jaquan, I wasn't on no train. You was coming to get me, too. What are you talking about?
No, we was coming out there to kick it.
And
But
get me.
whatever.
I'm just saying.
And back to it. So, yes, go back to it. You definitely had that baby on me. I mean, not that baby, because that's my daughter. You definitely had a baby on me. I definitely was devastated. But at that point, I'm not going to lie, I gave it a rest. Now, the people probably don't think we gave it a
cheated
rest.
on me so many times.
I'm not a cheater, so do not say that. You know that's not true.
So many times. That's a lot.
Right, you know you lying. No, I'm not a, that's why
But
you
she dumped me so many times for sure.
Okay, now that's true.
I ain't gonna say she cheated on me, though.
Now that's true.
She definitely dumped me like 100 times. Like, I stayed dumped.
That's true.
Hey, my nephew say on the train was diabolical. Hey, nephew, you got me messed up.
No, but like from that point, once he started coming out here and staying out here and get acclimated, at first it was a little bit too slow for him. Then he started working.
But how I ended up out here, though? How did I end up out here, though? See, this where the genuine dude come in.
It is.
I was a street dude, but a genuine. So
I was going to school. My daddy
she
was
talking about
working.
she was finna drop out.
I had a couple of more
Me
classes
being a
left.
good dude, I don't do nothing but run the streets all day anyway. So I'm like, look.
At this point, he had met Maya,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like, we was kicking it. Like, our kids was together.
So I didn't meet. I met Maya. She brought over. Promise 1,000. My daughter Promise 1,000.
I used to be going crazy.
Yeah, she was like, but I don't know why she was going crazy. But Promise always be there. She just went there that day when she came over.
She was
like,
supposed to get it. We were supposed to take them to McDonald's.
well, my baby mama was tripping. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know what was going on, but she wasn't there. But she brought Maya over. I met Maya. We was cool. And then our next date, we went to Hollywood Park. So we went on a date.
That's
with
how
the
we
kids.
introduced the girl.
That's how we introduced Maya and Promise, and they've been locked in ever since. Though,
For sure.
So, yeah, that's how we met her. But then so by this time I know Maya, but she was calling, we was cooler. She like, yeah, I'm finna drop out of school.
I had a couple of more classes left.
I was like, drop out of school for what?
Me and Maya used to be going back and forth by this time to the city. They was coming out here. I had a few more classes left. And my daughter dad was just not her biological dad. Every time I need help with the baby, like, it was just rough. Like, it then came. Shout out to Cash, because Cash used to watch her.
Free my boy Cash.
Cash used to watch her a a lot of the times when he could. And I don't know what transpired, but I just got tired of going back and forth, like work, trying to figure out school, like whatever. I'm just finna skip out on these last few classes. He like, skip out? You only go to school 1 day a week, I'll just come help you. And it was like, I was at the end stretch though, like, I was at the end, like, this was it.
You was finna mess it all up. Look, I saved her life. She was she's finna be one of these girls out here on these streets.
Okay, Black Jesus. And he was a real stand-up dude and came out here to help people.
I came out here like on her days, like
on
when
my
she
days,
had to go to school.
That's why I had to go to school.
But as soon as them days was up, I was out of here. Gotta go.
For sure. It was too slow for him. But that definitely worked. He came. He started going to school. He started going to CLC. Matter of fact, he needs to go back to CLC because he got like 2 classes. He was getting straight A's. Couldn't nobody believe it. Like, he definitely just did an instant switch. Like, it was a light bulb turned on. Then after that, he instantly started working. Ain't turned back. Then held a job. Paid the bill since. I got pregnant with LJ. We moved from Garney. We moved to Zion. We rented a house. That's when my daddy tested you. He came over there with the snowblower. It was a snowstorm. My daddy stood inside the back door. I would never forget this because first he like, oh, who is this? I had already been through something.
Hey, hold on. My sister Ingrid said, all I know, we ain't seen you since you been with her because you been in Gurney. Damn, gang, I've been back, but I've been back, man. Stop.
But, my daddy, he came with the snowblower, and he pushed the snowblower outside. My dad came and stood inside the back door, and then he snowblowed around the whole house. It was in the middle of a blizzard. My dad said, oh, he a good dude. He a hard worker. And that was like my stamp of approval. Like, my daddy and my uncles and my family approving. Like, family don't mean everything end all be all, but I come from a good family, like a good structure of men and women. So my dad and them giving a stamp of approval mean everything. Because the last one, my daddy and them probably was going to be clink, clink if I ain't stopped.
I ain't gonna lie, them my boys, though, for sure.
So
them my boys.
We went there. I had LJ October 2014. He was, in the beginning, he never getting married. Light bulb switch. He went and bought a ring. He held it in his drawer for like a year. He held the ring in his nightstand next to the bed for a year. And
y'all want to know the backstory behind why I wasn't getting married?
We do.
All right, mama, I love you to death. I love you 100%. I was never.
Do not go too deep.
What?
Just surface level. Don't play with my mother-in-law.
All right, so that means don't say it, because it ain't no way not to go
Well,
too
you could
deep.
just say, like, I didn't have the best. Go ahead. I can't tell you what to say, but.
Look, man, this is real transparency, bro. Mama know, hey, look, I wasn't getting married because of my mama. I don't care what nobody was talking about, because my mama was married. Yeah. So since she don't want me to go deep, my mama was married, and then that went left. She was married to a good dude. He was my stepdad.
And you felt like?
And I felt like it didn't go, it didn't favor the good guy. And I watched that unfold as a youngin'. And I was just like, yeah, the good guy's out the window. I ain't doing that.
And we had to hash that out for a minute, though, because at that was a heated argument. Like, you never getting married, I'm getting married. Oh, I come from marriages. Like, well, we might as well be done now. Okay, you might as well be done. Yeah, I'm not dealing with you. Like, Misha was at the house one time. Like, yeah, y'all might as well be done because this is just going crazy. Like, but then he started to unpack and let me know what was going on. When he's unpacking what's going on and why he feel that way, and I'm like, that's not everybody. That's not everybody. That's not how it goes. Like, you've seen that, but sometimes people can't be what they haven't seen. And we got through that. He changed his mind somewhere, but his mind probably wasn't all the way changed. I probably presented as a good girl. He didn't know if he really wanted to do that. He didn't want to jump the broom, but he held his little ring. I don't want to say,
my little ring?
No, I mean,
That's a little ring.
Well, I've been upgraded 3 times, so that was
a little ring.
That was a little ring. But he held his ring in his drawer. I was in the mall with him when he bought it from K Jewelry. He held his ring in the drawer and be like,
I had to sleep on it.
yeah, you was sleeping real hard.
I was sleeping good
So
every
the
night.
people want to know. I mean, y'all very transparent, right? And somebody in the comments said that y'all have a true love story. And you talked about why you didn't want to get married. So what is it like carrying that weight where people just, they think their life is sweet and don't know what it's like for y'all?
Life definitely not sweet. I'm telling y'all, for real. The best advice I could give cause we go through it in this joint, for real. Like, this ain't no fugazi. And I think people think that we fake because it's like we don't never see no outbursts from y'all. Like, we don't never see no outbursts, but we keep our life off the internet. Like, please don't try to figure us out on the internet, because that's the last place we gonna argue at, on the internet. I ain't never did it, and I'm not gonna start now. I'm not doing it. So that's the last place we gonna argue at, is on the internet. So if you trying to figure out what the Bevils doing on the internet, you gonna be pissed for sure.
No, that's definitely real. But you're saying that it's not, you asking Denise, like, is it cookie cutter, or how do you get through that when it's still stuff under the surface? Like, we both come from things, but like the different walks of life. So I didn't just throw my husband to the wayside because our thinking wasn't the same, and because I thought different, he didn't just throw me to the wayside. I got to understand his perspective, and I showed him different. Like, no, you can't save a man, or no, you can't make a man, but you guys can grow together. And I think through everything, me and Laco have grown together. We have built our family, handmade, with God at the center, for sure. We built it, and it's solid and it's real. And sometimes it's days, sometimes you wake up and like, yeah, I don't want to do this.
Every day.
Yeah.
You wake up like that, for sure. It's nice you get in that bed, y'all don't cuddle. I'm going to turn this way, you turn that way. I done tried to
What's
sleep.
my motto?
She don't care. She don't care if you mad or not, get in the bed.
And do what? If you mad, what?
Turn to the wall. Hey, I'll be so pissed. I'll be like, damn. I'll be trying to lay down in the basement, you know what I'm saying?
People be like that, sleep on the couch. Like, love don't work like that.
And one thing I said when we got together, though, like,
we got to get to that.
So-
We did premarital counseling. Like, we didn't. He held his ring in a drawer, and when he decided that he wanted to give me the ring, it was us and our kids. We went to Chuck E. Cheese after, my kids jumping up and down, say yes, say yes, say yes. Like, it's really, if anybody see the picture about of us with all the girls, and they got on orange and some little leggings, and him and LJ got on the baseball court.
Hey, we popped out that day. I ain't gonna lie. I got that picture. I'll be looking at that picture.
Yeah, that's the day we got engaged, and we instantly went straight to Chuck E. Cheese.
And it wasn't no
just
whole bunch of people. It wasn't no celebration. It wasn't nothing. But I guarantee you this, though. Once I gave her that ring, oh my God, Brazilla began. Full throttle. You hear me? I'm talking about full throttle. Boy, I was working like a dog for this wedding. Boy, what?
I
I was working 12-hour shifts. So, man, y'all, if y'all know about 12-hour shifts, you work 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off. Boy, I was in that joint 6 days a week.
and we did our wedding by ourselves. Like, that's what, if I was gonna get married, I cut off everything. I want to get my nails done. I want to get my hair done, and we really
What's up, Maxie? How you doing?
We grind for our wedding.
We
okay,
did.
Dirk, yo.
So y'all got, your fans is watching, your peoples is watching, and you got some people that are, talking about reconciling their marriages, and they watching y'all together. What's some tips and tricks and encouragement y'all can give to people out there? Because it's not easy, right?
I would say what the Bevils is big on, we definitely maintain a therapist. Our initial therapist was our pastor that married us. We did premarital counseling the entire time before we were married. We didn't just jump into marriage. We've maintained therapy. Shout out to our therapist, Jasmine Tootie. She'll definitely be on the show.
Hey,
that's our therapist.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, because when she said therapy at first, I'm not going to talk to her.
Opposite, because I'm not
Opposites
going on
attract, because I'm like, I'm not going. But I ain't gonna lie, that's my girl for sure. Hey, she get me together every time though.
But we can't leave Pastor Carpenter out.
No,
because Pastor Carpenter, he gave it to us straight and raw.
That's my mama pastor.
He seen like her growing up, so just coming like you definitely came a long way.
He seen my mama praying for me all the time.
Well, y'all look, man, do them a favor. Make sure y'all are sharing this video with somebody. You got a transparent couple on here, the Bevils, when opposites attract. They getting into it, so we're going to continue on.
Absolutely. But Pastor Carpenter, Jasmine Tootie, that's definitely how we get through. And we can't leave out our Pastor Tiffany. Like, she definitely keep us grounded, encourage us as leaders and just young people in faith. And I'm not going to lie, like, our families and friends, when you have the honor of being an example, when there's so many bad examples in the world, online, and around you, like, you want to do the right thing. Like, I want to do the right thing for my mom and dad, for my family that couldn't provide a healthy marriage. And I want to show my kids that it's possible. And that's where we get the blended and better. Like, we didn't get it right our first times around with our children, but...
And we still go through it every day with the children. That's another thing, though. Like, therapy definitely helped, though, man. Because... So marital counseling is good, but marital counseling in the beginning for us was kind of hard because we were still fighting our own demons. So once we separated it, that made, you got to get your trauma out first. Mm-hmm. So my therapist, she's so cold, she like, yeah, we was going to marital counseling. Hey, we was going to marital counseling. She like, hey, look, I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I don't even know what to do no more at this point. Like, is y'all breaking up or y'all not? Like, I'm confused. Hey, Johnson get right to it. Y'all leaving or y'all not? Because, like, we ain't getting nowhere in this therapy session. Like, you said her, she said you said her. She's like, all right, we're gonna break it up. We're gonna chill on the marriage.
People think that the biggest problems that you have in marriage is cheating. Like, throughout our marriage, cheating has never been the issue. We raising kids, we bringing families together. We got this baby with this daddy, these kids with this mama, and you bringing in all his thought process and his differences, and how are you gonna bring that all together? And that can be hard. Like, okay, you ain't listening to me today. I'm telling you, that wasn't gonna work. Now you did that. Now we in an uproar, and it's like, yeah, okay, I'm done. Like, I ain't gonna keep on doing this, because sometimes in marriage, you could be giving 100% for a long time, and your partner, they don't got. Both of you all should bring in 100% to the table at all times. And sometimes your partner may be low on that 100%. They going through something, they getting through something, and you got to understand, like, you got to fight through even when.
I think the biggest misconception in marriage is, so when you got a good partner, I ain't gonna lie, this for me, and this ain't speaking for nobody else. This for me. So, like, when you got a good partner and they trying to tell you something, you could feel like they trying to change you. I ain't gonna lie, it's been plenty of days I wake up and felt like I was losing myself. But actually, I was shedding as a snake would do, shed my skin, and I was becoming something else and something bigger than what I used to be. But I'm not gonna lie, you gonna feel like she trying to change me, or she don't like. Because you be like, dang, the stuff that you used to like when you met me, what happened? And it ain't that she still don't like the stuff that you used to do. It's just like she see more in you and she want to bring it out of you. And that's what my wife do for sure, though. Like, and when you prideful and, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't really paying attention, you think like, nah, she trying to change me, bro, and I can't go for that. I'm losing myself. It ain't fun no more, like, and marriage is not always fun, and that's the problem. People think, I always tell her that too, though, when we get into, hey, man, I don't know about that fairy tale stuff, bro. This is real life.
That's it.
Like, people be wanting to live a fairy tale life. This is not no fairy tale. This is real life. Like, I'm not with all, you watch TV and you be, oh, look at them. They lying. They're lying, bro. Like, I can tell you 100% they be lying. I'll be looking.
But that's just like Pastor just said. Like, I don't know where we was at when she was just saying, like, as a woman or as a man, don't be looking at nobody else like, oh, he opens the door for her, or oh, he does that. He opening the door, but he cheating on her. Like, she cooking him dinner, but she got a boyfriend. Like, you don't know what somebody else is going through. Go through your things the way you go through it, because your life ain't going. Don't look at nobody and talking about, that's my example. Like, you better keep you, your mate, and God. And I think that's what has worked for us. Like, we are our example. Like, God is our example, especially not coming from both healthy. Like, and I'm not going to say not healthy. Like, I am a product of 2 divorces. He a product of 1. So we are our example of long standing.
And I don't got no whole bunch of married people in my family, so.
So on your last few minutes as y'all wrapping up, there's a good question that just came up. What advice do you have for a newly engaged couple about to transition into becoming husband and wife?
Well, when we started off, I say, first thing first, keep people out your business.
For sure.
For sure. And another important thing that we do, for sure, please don't bring your family into it, because that's where you mess up at. We have issues. I'm not displaying that to her family. If she calling her family about it, how you going to expect them to like you? Because she calling and telling them bad things about you, so when you come around, they looking at you crazy. Now, you feel funny. So that's number one. Please keep families out y'all business. That is I think, I don't know, we could probably look it up, but I feel like that might be the number one statistic of marriages crumbling. Because everybody, you get into it, you go say something about I get into it with her, I go call my mama, man, this girl, woo, woo, woo. So now when my mama see her, my mama looking at her crazy, she feel a type of way, it ain't gonna work out. That's I'm telling you, that's might be the biggest.
If they doing that, they probably get a chance to course correct. We haven't been through that per se. If I got a problem with him, I ain't gonna call my family. I'm gonna call his. But I got that relationship. I'm calling my mother-in-law, rest in peace, Auntie Tracy. I'm calling TT Tracy. I'm telling. What he do? Hold on. I don't care who I'm calling. I'm calling his friends, my brother. I mean, in the beginning, hey, he did. Hey, what? Oh, hold on. We is not going. Like, so.
But that's different.
The course correction.
My people, though, she see what she said? She called my people.
Because it is.
Because they know me. And they ain't going to be looking at me crazy.
They going to love them unconditionally. Your family is not going to love your mate unconditionally if your mate is doing you wrong. Not saying,
no. That's
you ain't been doing me wrong.
And another thing, before y'all get married, please go to counseling. Like, that is big.
Give me some.
For sure.
Go to counseling.
Go to counseling for sure. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
you used to be so scared of counseling. Like,
it wasn't. See, you think I was scared of counseling?
What was it?
I'm not scared of counseling. You know, it just be like, I don't be want to talk to people. Like, what you gonna tell me? But
you just got a raw therapist.
I actually do got a raw therapist. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it makes sense because it's somebody who don't know y'all and they don't judge.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, he's big on the counseling now, because we get into it, he be like, don't even worry about it. I'm just telling Jasmine.
I swear to God.
I can't wait till I got therapy so I can tell on you. Like, she my mama, like, she gonna give me a whooping.
Wait, I'm like,
but
ooh.
She not biased though. Like, she'll check me through the door.
Checking her. I love it. So, boy, when she did that, she had me. So, she'd be like, yeah, nah, you tripping for sure.
Oh, Jerry, do not do that. Allow him. And I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my dad, he team Loco for sure. Like, my dad and Jaquan team Loco for sure. And Marissa and Princess and Jasmine. Like, yeah, everybody's team.
But that's vice versa, though. My hoes, like I told you, my homies in them, I call one of my homies on the phone right now, man, I'm getting a divorce for sure. They'd be like, man, shut your goof ass up.
My friends, my sister, she'll be on that, let up on my brother. Leave my brother alone. My dad be like, take it easy on them. Like, chill. So you got to have people that hold you accountable in your life, too. We don't have no yes men in our family, like, or in our friend circles. If we doing wrong to one another, somebody see it, it's real raw, Check yourself. Check yourself.
So final question for the evening before we wrap up here.
Okay.
One word for one piece of advice. Just one word for the married couple out there.
I'm going to go for the ladies. Don't go trying to get one word.
Yep, you already dropped the ball. Boop.
Dang, hold on. She said piece of advice. I can't say that.
One word.
One word to represent a piece of advice.
Faith. Faith. Maintain your faith in God.
That's the word. Damn, that's deep. One word. Transparency. Relationships ain't gonna work without transparency. If you can't be yourself, if you can't be yourself with your partner, that's a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
So too, faith in marriage, right?
Faith in
Faith in marriage.
Faith in marriage. Hey man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know, to the Bevils, first episode, When Opposites Attract, man. We love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in, though. It's only going to get deeper, and we going to keep it real. Ain't none of that fugazi, man. We ain't going to come to lie, access anything you want to access. We going to keep it 100 with y'all, man.
And I'm not going to lie, this was fun. I'm not even nervous. Like, it's just so...
Why? Because you in the comfort of your home? Hey, if she would have been in the studio, she would have probably been sweating all the time.
Yeah, I feel good.
No, man, for real. Man, shout out to Team Conglomerate, man. You know, hey, Boylo's crazy. I know you was busy, man. We appreciate you still.
Absolutely.
For sure. We know you would have had it lit too, so... And thank you, Denise, for stepping in and, you know, keeping us going. Thank you, Tim, for, you know, the sound and all everything. You know how we coming, man. Look, tune back in, man. Hey, I'm going to finish that song for everybody because I've seen a lot of people been saying, what's up with the song? The song ain't done, man, but that was just, we had to get it going, you feel me? So we still working, still a working process, but we going to get it going for y'all, man. If y'all tune in, we got you, for sure, man. We
like, share, subscribe, and comment. Actually, we wasn't even doing this for the views. It was just more so like, y'all need to see it. Real love, real life, real blended families. This ain't about no money. This ain't about none of that. Like, we need to see real examples in real life. And God been gave us this all the way back in 2018. And we trying to walk by faith and not by sight and do the right thing.
Hey, so. You gotta live in your, y'all gotta let go y'all flesh.
Okay.
Live in your spirit.
Oh, y'all pastor gonna be so happy.